Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64 and welcome back to Sonic Forces. In the last video, we covered the episode Shadow Missions, and in this one, I wanted to play some modern Sonic stages because I've just been wanting to play more of this game. Despite me not thinking too highly of it, it's not my favorite Sonic game by a long shot. I don't think it's nearly as good as Generations, but I do at least have more fun with this than I did in Lost World. I think it's probably the control style. But ever since the live stream, I've been playing the game in my spare time and just kind of screwing around with it. I haven't really gone for all the collecting yet because I'm a lazy boy and I've been trying to make videos and all that stuff. But I have actually tried to record this video about, I don't know, what feels like 700 times by now. And I'm slowly losing my mind. But that's okay because, you know, every time I play a level and, you know, fail a recording or whatever, it just means I'm getting more used to the levels, which means I won't look as terrible. But, you know, compared to other people, I probably still do. But who cares? I'm me, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, today I just wanted to play the first 3 Modern Sonic levels, because last time I recorded this did all of them, and let me just tell you, I run out of things to talk about when I'm just mindlessly holding the X button and running forwards. So I'm hoping with just doing 3 of these, I'm not going to be nearly as boring as I was in those videos. So yeah, that was Lost Valley. I blinked, it was over. You know, that stage is fine. It's just, I don't really think too much of it. It's like, I don't even have time to process it by the time it's over. It's just, at least in Generations, the first stage went on for, like, a little over a minute and a half. I mean, I think the fastest I ever finished that level was like 150-something? Maybe 2 minutes? I'm not a speedrunner. I think we should probably all know that by now. But it's just, the stages in this game go by so quickly, it's like borderline too fast. And I really wish they were a little bit longer, or a little bit more fleshed out, because it's just like, if you speed through them this quickly, it's like, the first time I played them, someone was like, what was your favorite stage in the game? I was like, I don't know, because I don't remember what happened in any of them, or at least very few of them. I mean, Eggate was the first one I looked at, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty looking game, but aside from that, I was like, what did you like about Eggate? I was like, it was in space, and that's pretty neat, I guess. Just like, I don't know, I wish the levels were longer, but my thing with this is, I'm not in love with the controls of this game like I was with Generations. It's honestly a shame to me that they couldn't get the controls to match or even come close to Generations, in my opinion. It's similar. It's just there are things that are missing, like you can't drift, and that's a problem in some areas, like in Luminous Forest. I'll point out exactly where it's a problem. It's a big problem in Metropolitan Highway, because like, there's an area where it looks like it was literally made for the drift, but they don't have it in the game. And I know the Avatar drifts a little bit, but it's like an auto drift. I mean, I don't think that would work for Modern Sonic unless they really wanted to automate this game. That's the other problem I kind of have with it, is that it sort of just feels like the game is forcing you forward at all times, and that may be a pun, but it does not mean that it's just simply me joking around. Like, I honestly feel like there are some parts of this game that it's just so automated that I'm not even doing anything. Like, one part in Network Terminal that I'm sure I'll mention when I actually make another video about this game. Like, I would jump off a pathway to get a red ring, and I was like, wow, I actually made that jump, that's awesome. But I jumped past the red ring, and I was like, wait, let me go back and grab that, right? But, Sonic just kept moving forward. I wasn't even touching the control stick. Hello, he just bent himself up like a folding chair there for a second. But I wasn't even touching the control stick, and he just booked it forward to the next section of the level. It was kind of like, nice try, buddy, but try and get that red ring the real way next time instead of trying to cheat it. And I wasn't too into that, because I feel like in Generations I could have turned around pretty easily and gone to get it. But, yeah, I don't know. I know people compare, when they're trying to say, like, hey, listen to the classic gameplay in this game is awful, they compare it to Mania, and then people say it's not fair to compare it to Mania. I'd say it's pretty fair, but I'd say it's even more fair to compare it to Generations, and it's just like, what happened in the time between that game and this game? Like, they couldn't have gotten a little bit closer? I mean, that's my main gripe, besides the level length. But I'm gonna stop trying to you know, I'm just gonna stop harping on it and talk about how much I love this stage. This stage is like, I love it. I don't know, it's still short, but it still feels more memorable to me because it looks so amazing. I love it. It's like some kind of mix between Tropical Resort and the Gaia Temples from Unleashed. And honestly, those two things together, this is their love child, and it's got amazing music, and it's great, and I love it. And honestly, this is probably my favorite modern Sonic level in the game, just because of things I was saying. It's just really nice to look at, really fun to run through. But the thing I was mentioning before, the drift could really come in handy here, because I've just died multiple times because Modern Sonic decides to crane off the edge of the stage, and there's really not much I can do about it when he starts going a certain direction besides stop boosting. And the whole point of the game is to go fast and to boost and all of that fun stuff. So, I don't know, the drift kind of felt like a useful tool in Generations to keep going fast without having to stop and reorient yourself or change direction. I mean, sometimes I get lucky with this, sometimes I don't. And it's even worse in Metropolitan Highway, because that stage, you will go off the edge, more likely than not. Then of course we have this weird QuickTime event with the snake. I mean, it's pretty awesome, but it's still just a QuickTime event. I mean, I like that they tried to throw some personality into the stage and make it feel a little bit longer, and it certainly succeeds because, I mean, this is one of the things I remember most about it, because I was just like, what the hell is going on here? I mean, Sonic just bumps around in the snake's stomach for a second, and he kills it from the inside. I mean, I would say it's probably pretty dead, because you run on its corpse during the Infinite fight. Which, that's another thing I really like. That fight's really fun, and I'm sure I'll get to that soon. But that's pretty much all I want to show off for today, because I don't want this video to get too long, because I don't want to start mumbling and rambling and going around in circles. If you like this video for whatever reason, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with all of my Sonic Forces stuff and other things that aren't Sonic Forces, because I do a lot of things. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys later.